Okay, and send us in.
Start the timer.
Start the timer.
Welcome to Backstage at the Gaffe.
He's Harry Allmark.
And over there, that's Jacob Burley.
We are on high speed.
High speed recording.
Because we've got a show tonight.
Yeah, we've got a show.
And we need to record 3 episodes this week because I'm going to America.
America, the safest place in the world.
The land of the free, the home of the
The
brave.
occupied. The home of the brave. Nice. Yeah, very good. Lovely stuff. Yeah, we're going to do a quick old recording.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some stuff.
We're just going to talk about some stuff.
Yeah. We don't really know what. Do we know what?
We do know what a little bit because I assigned you the task of coming up with some things, topics of conversation that you were going to come up with.
Oh, no.
And then you started reading out this list, which...
Oh, no, don't be for real.
Reminded me of something very specific, because the list you were reading out was very sincere and extremely shit. And I said, where have you got this stuff from, mate? And what did you say?
ChatGPT.
We
We're in a rush.
Yeah.
I didn't think of anything. I've been working in the office all day. I was like, what's some topics we can talk about regarding comedy?
Which office was this?
Our office.
Our office here at...
The Gaffe.
The Gaffe Comedy Club HQ.
Yeah.
Where we think and talk about comedy all the time.
Yeah.
But you weren't able to come up for episode 13, the unlucky episode 13.
That is the spooky episode.
The spooky episode.
No,
and what's
no.
possibly spookier than the CEO of the Gaffe Comedy Club doesn't have an imagination?
I do have an imagination. You're being so mean to me now. I was giving you some ideas.
I don't think they're ideas if a robot did them.
Some, inspiration for ideas.
Go on, read them out then. Read out a couple of these things.
I don't want to now.
Read out a couple of these things.
My God. Where's ChatGPT? Here. We could look at origins and inspiration.
Fascinating.
Writing process.
So much fun.
Performance and stagecraft.
I can't think of
or
anything.
style and identity.
Wow. So generic.
So generic.
So niche, so vague. Do you have anything to say about any of those things?
I mean, maybe if we start talking about them, I don't know.
If we start talking about them, you don't know.
Well, I don't know I don't know. We're in a rush. We're rushing. We're doing rush podcast episode.
This week, WTF with Mark Maron, probably the most famous comedy podcast of all time, is finished after 1,685 episodes with his second interview of former President Barack Obama. And here we are, ready to use the slipstream of this comedy ending to seize the top spot in comedy podcasting. And you're using AI to talk about the origins of comedy.
It's awful. Yeah, you're right. It's awful. I shouldn't have done it. I feel bad. I was just rushing.
I'd rather talk about milk.
What about milk?
I found someone's put a picture up in the office recently of me on a day where the manager of Dare Shack, the cafe that we're attached to, gave me a full 4-pinter of full fat milk.
What? Just gave it you?
Yeah.
What?
Because it was
Why?
going off. Because
Oh.
she had about 16
Oh,
cartons
really?
of the damn stuff.
That's
So obviously I took it home.
perks of comedy.
It's supposed to comedy, and it's pretty much cream in this place. It's bad for you. It's so unhealthy.
Yeah.
I think actually all of my weight gain this year has come from that one 4-pinter of
Really?
milk. I reckon so.
You haven't gained any weight. You pissed me off earlier. What did you talk about? You know what
What
I'm
did I-
referring to.
What did I say?
You have to go and get your trousers from Zara.
Yeah, I do have to go get my.
And you went the other day, but you said you had to go back to Zara. I was like, you don't pick up your suit. And you said
Trousers were too big.
trousers were too big and you have to buy the smallest trousers. That's not a problem.
Yeah, and that's not as small as in I'm short. I'm the average male height.
Yeah, you're just skinny. That's the opposite of a problem.
You can be skinny and still put weight on though.
Yeah, but you look good and you work out. That's not a problem having to go and buy jeans that fit you.
I don't feel like things have worked out.
Huh?
I don't feel like things have worked out.
You don't feel like they have.
I don't feel like they've worked out.
Why?
I don't know if this is what things are like after they've worked out, you know. Not to say that I'm not very happy with the circumstances that I'm in here, but life's chaos.
I feel like I need to lose weight.
Do you feel like you need to lose? You don't need to lose weight.
I feel like I'm kind of like, do I gain weight and become like a bigger performer, or do I lose weight and become like a fit performer?
Or do you think you're in the liminal space?
Yeah. Do I become Zach Galifianakis or do I become Matt Rife? Which one? Where do I go?
You can't be dawdling in the middle.
You can't be dawdling in the middle.
You're like the guy. You're the guy in the Simpsons movie who needs to decide if he wants to live his life in the
and
dome
just
or
gets
outside
squished.
the dome. Yeah.
Simpsons movie 2's coming out though.
It is. They've announced the Simpsons movie 2 finally
That's
after
good fun.
prolonged pressure from us.
That's good fun. But just give us Simpsons Hit and Run.
2?
No, the remastered version.
Or just the
Simpsons Hit and
remastered
Run.
version? Yeah.
And another one would be awesome.
Yeah, I think yeah.
That would be good.
But with all the voice actors as they are now, with their old voices, they sound bad. You know.
We're taking photos for a Halloween show.
We've been taking photos for a Halloween show.
Yeah.
Using using our minds.
Yeah.
We've had you on stage, putting kind of spooky, but not too spooky, just kind of slightly sinister expressions.
Slightly sinister expressions.
And you've come dressed as the scariest thing of all, a landlord.
Yeah.
There's nothing spookier than that.
I know.
Rent.
Yeah. It is scary, Red.
It is scary. But we worked with it. Sometimes you've got to work with what you've got. I find I have to work with what I've got
That might be
constantly
fun.
in this place.
That might be fun gigging. Well, not gigging, but just dressing up as the scariest thing imaginable, a landlord this year.
I actually think that a landlord is probably quite a good character.
What does a landlord look like in your head? And don't say me.
Well, I mean,
Me.
but it's, they do look like you, yeah.
No, they don't.
Stop
Just because I'm
laughing into
wearing
the
a
microphone.
fleece. What's wrong with wearing a fleece?
There's nothing wrong with it. It just, you do wonder where you got the money to pay for that fleece
It was a hand-me-down fleece.
from.
My
Landlord.
my landlord.
I've got something for you,
He
mate.
said, "Start dressing for the job you want."
And the job you look like you have.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably be an alright landlord.
Do you reckon?
I think so.
I don't think I would be.
Do you not think?
No.
Oh, you can't count, can you?
What do you mean?
You're just saying I'm just starting a rumour that you can't count. Can you count?
Well, now I don't know what you mean.
Per-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you might have just learned the sequence of numbers, though.
Yeah, can I count though?
Can you count?
Can I do them all in the wrong order?
What? Yeah. Can you? I don't know.
So 3, 5, 10.
3, 5, 10.
Okay, so it's
There's
3,
three
5, 10.
different ones. There's three.
1, 7, 4,
3, 5, 10, 1, 7,
8,
4. 8.
2, 9. Is that
Oh,
all
God,
of them?
I think he's done it.
Was that all of them?
I stopped counting, I think, halfway
Why
through.
did you stop counting?
Well,
Now you can't
I
count.
was thinking about something else.
What will you dress up as for this Halloween? Are you back from America?
I'm not back from America for this Halloween. No,
You miss Halloween?
I think I'm in San Francisco for Halloween,
The
which I think
scariest
might be the
place.
best. It is the scariest place.
Yeah. It is the scariest
It's
place.
the scariest place. I don't know what I'll go. I think we probably are going to try and do something for Halloween.
Yeah. I mean, it's Alcatraz is there.
Alcatraz. We could go to Alcatraz. That's quite scary.
It's quite scary.
It's also just quite a scary place to be, as you hinted at earlier.
Has anything ever happened to you that you can't explain? Have you ever had a ghost story?
I mean, there's loads of things that have happened to me that I can't explain, but that says more about my proclivity for doing stupid things and also my inability to explain myself.
But paranormal-esque.
Paranormal. You know, this isn't spooky, but it is a bit spooky.
Go on.
When I was a boy, I was in the garden during a thunderstorm.
You strike me as someone who was never a boy.
You got me. I was never a boy.
Yeah, I feel like you existed at 23 years old.
Do you think?
Yeah. I know I met you when you were younger than that.
Yes.
But
yeah, you did meet me when I was the closest to being a boy that a man can be.
I know. I can't imagine youthful Burley.
That's interesting. So
you as a boy. I can't imagine what you were like as a boy.
Are you saying that I'm still coming off as 23 now?
No.
Oh,
I'm just
so
saying
I'm
that you
aging.
seem mature. I can't imagine what you were like as a boy. Like, I feel like for me, you can imagine that I was just eating worms, collecting Pokemon, and running around shitting my pants. But I imagine that you were vital.
Did you just do all those things though?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, you still. Yeah,
The
maybe
good
I'm
time
like
to look at the YouTube guys, because I did it all here in the studio.
I'm like a moth. I think I just started as a worm and then got into a sleeping bag and then a moth came out.
Yeah,
I came out.
And then you came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened when you were a boy?
So when I was young, I was in the garden. There was a thunderstorm happening, and then I was
Why were you in the
walking-
garden?
I don't know.
Did you spend a lot of time in the garden?
I did spend a lot of time in the garden.
Doing
yeah.
what?
Digging.
What were you digging?
You know what happened once? We had a rabbit that we kept in a chicken coop in the garden.
Why? Were there chickens in the chicken coop?
No, rabbit was in the chicken coop.
Just one rabbit in the chicken
Learn
coop.
to listen. The rabbit, it turns out, was a bit of a Steve McQueen type.
Right.
Which is funny because we also had a chicken called Steve McQueen.
Did you?
Who wasn't much of a Steve McQueen type.
Where did the chicken live?
The chicken
in
lived
the rabbit hutch.
the rabbit hutch on the allotment.
Yeah.
The rabbit wanted to escape a lot and dug holes, but always kind of popped back up in the
coop.
chicken coop whenever someone was looking, so that no one knew the rabbit was trying to escape.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It turned out that the rabbit was digging a huge network of tunnels under all the neighbouring gardens. And do you know how we found out that had happened?
How?
Because one day we looked and the cat was in the chicken coop. And the cat looked so confused.
What, the cat had found the network of tunnels?
The cat had found a network of tunnels, turned up in the chicken coop and couldn't work out what was going on.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to the rabbit? Did you find it?
Yeah, the rabbit was just hanging out with the cat.
Where did the tunnels lead? How would you know?
We wouldn't know.
That's so... Did you fill up the holes?
I don't think so. I think that there's a small part of West Yorkshire might be on the brink of collapsing into the mines.
There's a sinkhole coming.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, rabbit bit me as well. The point being, we had to put a garage door under it,
Right.
to keep the rabbit trapped. Why am I talking about this?
Spooky story. There's a thunderstorm.
Oh yeah, so this was the same garden where during a thunderstorm I was wandering about. I was wearing a big leather jacket.
Yeah.
And I slipped in the rain on a patio stone.
Oh no.
And I landed on a sundial, which like hit me in the heart. But then because I was wearing the leather jacket, I like slid off it and just had like a scar going like this
Oh my god.
across my chest.
This is full on Who Shot Mr. Burns.
It is full on Who Shot Mr. Burns. Except instead of Mr. Burns, it was me. And instead of Who Shot, it was also me.
Me, yeah.
And I just fell on a sundial.
And what happened?
Well, it really hurt.
Is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
How's
yeah.
that paranormal?
Because it's just a bit spooky. Imagine if I
No,
died.
you just slipped in the rain. That's not spooky.
I think the sundial bit's kind of spooky, isn't it?
What, that you almost got impaled?
Well, if they came out and I was just like sticking out.
Yeah,
the sundial.
it's grim, but it's not spooky.
Well, no, I've not. I went for a run once and I thought I saw a ghost.
Oh?
But I don't know if I did.
What happened?
I was running.
What'd you see?
I ran past it. Ghost waiting for a bus.
Where were you running?
What,
Past the bus stop. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fine, fair enough. Why do you think it was a ghost?
Because he was out. It was like 5 a.m. There's no buses then.
People could be out though.
Yeah, but obviously they would. In my head, when I look back on it, it was a Victorian woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Well, no, I think it's probably just like a street light or something.
Oh, right. Do you not believe? You sound skeptical. Do you not believe in it?
Well, I'm not saying I don't believe in him, but I ain't seen one.
The reason why I'm asking you is it's spooky season. We could talk about the numerous deaths we've seen.
The numerous deaths we've seen.
We've encountered massacre level of deaths. If you're looking at all the times comics have died on stage.
Comic death.
Comic death!
We got you.
Have you ever bombed?
No, never.
Performing.
I've got a 100%.
Shut up! What's the worst bomb you've ever had?
It's the worst bomb I've ever had.
Yeah.
I just went and did a random open mic in Edinburgh without thinking about it. I was pretty awful.
Oh, really?
I went through a really bad phase towards the nadir of my comedy days before I retired forever.
Yeah.
Where I pretty much never learned material beyond the first minute, and just kind of did a Hail Mary every single time.
I'm going out in style. The blaze of glory death for comics.
Yeah.
Going up, improvising.
And I just kept doing it.
If you pull it off, hey, you're staying on the plane of reality.
The thing is, I was never. I think as far as comics improvising go, I was never that bad.
Right.
Like I was, I think, pretty good at it for someone doing it.
Yeah.
But it is always worse than someone who's got good material. So I think every now and again I'd turn up on a lineup where no one was really on it, and I'd be pretty good. I remember once going up and doing one, when I used to do all the photography at the room above, and I basically did it as the photographer from the room above. but like I had this recurring kind of motif.
Oh yeah.
That you were taking the photos. So every now and again I'd say, "Oh, this is going pretty well. Take a photo now." And then I'd get a laugh on the sound of the shutter going.
Oh yes, I remember this. Yeah, because
remember
you would say that, and I go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. That's fun about using the elements in the room.
I did like doing that kind of meta stuff, and that obviously there's that improvisational element really lends itself. This is just for anyone tuning in late. The question was, have I ever bombed? Which now I'm talking about
How
all the
does
best
someone
things.
tune in late to a podcast? It's not the radio.
I mean, it's a fascinating question.
I was getting asked this recently about comics that wanted to start, and I think it's the biggest fear, isn't it? Bombing. It happens all the time. Yeah. Like, still now, comics will bomb. Who might be pro-level.
What, still now?
Yeah, still now. Still now in 2025. I remember one of the worst ones that comes to mind would be, were you there for it? Do you know what I'm thinking of?
Are you thinking of a little friend of ours from up Liverpool way?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Of course I was there for that. We had so many conversations
That was a rough bomb.
This might even be one of the worst moments of my life.
I was playing, it was a Christmas show.
It was like a cabaret night.
Cabaret, we were still students, and we were putting on, it was when we were doing our first venture, Prized Whale Productions.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hosting this sort of Christmas cabaret night where we had stand-up, sketch, improv, clowning, loads of different things. And
bit of magic as well.
Magic, yeah, we had Magic George. And I thought it'd be funny to host the show. The concept came from the gag where Father Christmas only works one day of the year.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what if he's just like on the dole for the other 364?
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried to play him quite like rough and working class. And you know, I've got a lot of you grew up in working class, but I've got a lot of working class family from, you know, Milton Keynes and the Black Country in Liverpool. And Liverpool was the funniest accent, I think, to match it and to play this like real sleazy Father Christmas. But I didn't think of anything else really. The costume was Ted's minging mouldy Santa Claus jacket. I had a red bucket hat and the inside was white that I flipped the inside up, so it looked like a sort of bucket hat thing. And then, for no other reason than a cheap gag, I was like, oh, what if he went to get stockings, but they sent the wrong stockings? So I was wearing fishnet stockings, which doesn't make any sense, but I thought that would be a funny gag. I come out and I was like, all right, welcome to the show. I'm Scouse Santa Claus. How's it going, Scousey Santa?
It did have more energy than that.
Yeah, I did, yeah. It's like, welcome to the show. How's it going? It's like, what's your name? You fucking behaved this year. You have, guess what you get? You get fucking half-eaten orange. Well done for you. Oh, my God. I remember just silence for 50, because I was hosting. I had to do 15 minutes. I was doing whatever I could to try and get them back on side, and it was so vulnerable as well, being stood in fishnet stockings.
Yeah.
Going, all right, I've got some chocolate coins.
I remember having a
silence
conversation with you beforehand where you came up to me and said, "Did you think it'd be funny if I had a ball out?"
No way I said that.
You did. And I think we said, probably not.
Can you imagine how much worse it would have been if I had a bollock out?
Well, it would have been exactly the same, but you would have had a
bollock out.
Yeah.
That would have been, it would have been so poor. Because I remember I was going to plan what I was going to do with Ted Milligan and Eddie FJ before the show, but they were also doing sketch comedy and they hadn't planned what they were going to do. Mm-hmm. So it was like, okay, us three, let's write some sketches, then us three, we'll write how I'm going to host. Yeah. And we wrote and sorted out all the sketches, and they were pretty funny. We were quite happy with them. And then we went, okay, cool, can we start looking at my character? Someone went, ready to open up the house? It was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. I just had to improvise it. And that was an example of it not working. I could not get that character to land. I've since tried that. That is also as well a gig where so many, because we had friends at uni, people come up to me still now being like, oh, I loved Scouse Santa. It's like, no one liked that. Don't lie to me.
To be fair, we went for a pretty artsy rig for the prize whale things, and that, you know, we really played with kind of the lighting and all that kind of stuff. I think some of the best event photos I ever took when I used to be an event photographer were at prize whale gigs.
They were always really good.
I've got some really good pictures of Scouse Santa.
Scouse Santa when I popped the confetti cannon, and I put jeans on as well for the second half.
Because you were scared that a ball was going to come out.
Oh man! And I'm trying to think of the gags. It was mainly crowd work. As Father Christmas was what I was trying to do. It was like, oh, have you have you behaved yourself, or you've been fucking naughty? Yeah, we want you to be naughty. And yeah, what's the naughtiest thing you've done? And then just instantly, it's such a horrible atmosphere.
I think you've come up with more material in this podcast for Scouse Santa than you had done before. I think if anyone's still listening to this, wanting to get into comedy or is looking for advice,
You can take the character.
Felice.
Do what you can with
The
it.
rights are available for Scouse Santa. Make a film. But like if you come up with a character, that's great. But it's like coming up with a title for a film or something.
Yeah.
You need to write the material
Yeah. You got to be able to do material as the character, 110%.
and proof it.
Otherwise, it doesn't work. I tried it again at the Christmas This Next Act. Yeah, just gone.
Oh yeah.
What
Scouse Santa came back?
Yeah, but I did. It was Uncle Christmas. I've changed it to. So I'm trying rather than Father Christmas. It's his sleazy brother,
Right.
who's like an alcoholic,
That makes more sense.
and he's he was more Mancunian. It was like, how's it going, Uncle Christmas? You all right? How's it doing? All right. Let's see who we got in and who's been good and who's been bad. And then we would just sort of improvise it. But I had a friend playing my little drummer boy, which we thought would be funny. Who had like a bag of sweets, and I was like, throw the sweets out at people like a mascot whenever they've been good or bad. The problem was my mate got pissed and started every time I was like, oh fucking yeah, Sound, he's been all right. Give him a lollipop. He would fucking
Just
pelt
throw it at
them,
someone.
throw as hard as he could. There was lollipop, like chop, hard lollipops,
Ouch.
hardcore lollipops flying everywhere. Could have
Yeah.
taken someone's eye out. Didn't go to plan.
But it's nice of you to try it.
I want to try him again. I think there's something in Uncle Christmas.
And you're moving him closer to home, so eventually he's going to be from Shrewsbury.
From Shrewsbury,
He's
yeah.
probably not going to have Christmas involved with him, and you'll be 45 years old.
Yeah.
It'll just be
It's
it'll
just
be Uncle
me.
Allmark.
Uncle Allmark.
Yeah. You're not actually meant to be performing.
What do you think I could do with him? Uncle Christmas.
To be honest, I think Uncle Christmas works, but you simply must sit and write the material.
Well, this is it. He needs material, doesn't he?
Because I think
do you
if
talk
you've-
about his backdrop, his
background.
background? Like I ate my old Nicky, my older brother, Father Christmas. He was always family favourite, and then you try and make the fact that he was actually really shit, and then what can you give to someone that's a really bad thing to give to? It's like I was always trying to be really giving. I gave loads of people STIs, stuff like that.
I mean, it's. I think any character you can make work. I think it's because
If you write the material,
because the idea is with if you're a stand-up, you're turning your kind of persona, your personality into a persona, into a kind of character, and making that funny.
Yeah.
So if you can do that with just kind of normal people, you can definitely do it with a kind of wacky character that you come up with.
That's 100% true.
But you have to just keep workshopping it.
I wonder if we could do something for the Halloween show that we're looking, because I wanted to just earnestly talk to people about ghost stories and stuff. But I wonder if you could make it more of like a medium. You know how mediums do stuff like cold reading?
Yeah.
How does cold reading work for me who has dyslexia?
Yeah, nice. That's good. That is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm getting the letter B. Does anyone know a Dave?
Yeah, there you go.
Stuff like that.
But yeah, you have to write it, workshop it. I think people don't realise the amount of time that a lot of the established character actors are putting into their characters. I mean, for example, on the Halloween theme, friend of the gaff, Joe Kent Walters, aka Frankie Monroe. So much time has gone into that.
No, you can tell.
Enormous amounts of time.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of make it almost like it's a character that you are playing, and you have to inhabit that character.
Absolutely, he's such a good example of performing someone as well that's a character that leans so into improvising too. Like he has the structure built into the improvised gags. Mm-hmm. Like for when we were trying years ago doing Scouse Santa, like Uncle Christmas, it was like, oh, we'll sort of improvise, like asking, but there's no lead in, there's no lead out. Yeah. You know how he has like his mucky little pup, which is like, oh, I still haven't figured out a voice for him. You sir, say anything, just say anything in your voice. Yeah. Hello. 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 he then starts to, and he takes on their persona to do that bit. Yeah. But he's sort of then playing and improvising. That's the best way it works as well.
It's icing the cake, isn't it? The improv should be 5, maybe 10% of what the audience sees. Yeah. Not 65% of what they see.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well.
You can't. It's just in the sense that you just can't. It's because I love doing crowd work. You know, that's my favorite thing, and I love to do more material, but I just haven't got the time at the moment to dive back into being an act. But the concept of like doing crowd work is so much fun, and I normally like try and bring people together and tie a ribbon on whoever you're having a conversation with, where you try and do like a callback to something they've already said, or you like implement a gag onto them or whatever. But again, it's the hard thing of like of it works, but it needs bookending.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of that, and that's when it comes to bits as well, that people might be like, I'm going to figure this stuff out. Like, it's great to figure out your material in the moment, providing you've got a bookend for it, providing you know where you're starting and where you're ending.
People might recall in episode 4 of Backstage at the Gaff, which I think we recorded 3 years ago today, we talked about you bringing in this Henry VIII character.
Yes, yeah.
And that's, I think that you should apply some of these principles.
Absolutely.
When you're writing up this character.
Yeah. I've been looking at. I haven't written it for ages because I've just been too busy. But the last time when we were writing it, it was playing around with the idea of like, what's some stuff that Henry VIII would be excited about. Because it was always the fact he's now. He was then, but now he's just now. So it's like, how he made up a bunch of laws, and you can say some of the old laws he made, but like, what's some new laws that he would implement? How would he what would he want to heighten or shut down in contemporary society? But then also like how do you combine like his gorging and stuff like that with contemporary things? Like, I thought it'd be fun, a funny visual gag. If he was like, how he loved a lot of ham, but instead he's got like ham flavored vapes and stuff like that now.
That's great.
You know what
that's
I mean?
Horrible.
But he like smokes it from like a hollowed out, what looks like a little pig.
Yeah.
Smokes it from the tail and blows it out the nose.
That's really nice.
Stuff like that, which is fun because it's just coming up with stuff for that character.
Yeah.
To then, because what we really thought would be fun with that character is to start interviewing people and giving tasks, complete tasks.
Well, the more you
people.
get into the character, the easier it would be to interview people as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Because you sort of know what that character would be thinking.
It's like the he went viral a few years ago. Troy Hawke with the Greeters Guild.
Yeah.
And just the more he did it, the better he got at it.
Absolutely.
And it just works brilliantly.
Yeah.
And I think with the Henry VIII thing, there's all sorts of ways that you can play with it, where you can give slightly cheekier takes on certain modern things that you wouldn't be able to get away with saying just as yourself because you're in the character in it, and it's Henry VIII.
Yeah.
And you can play on the shared collective knowledge that everyone has about this character because he is very famous.
Yeah.
And I think you can have a Halloween element to it as well, because he can keep meeting ghosts and not getting scared because he knew the ghosts when they were people.
Yeah. He probably killed them.
Yeah.
Like other things, like
him.
Henry VIII had 6 wives. Like that was what we know him for. We know him was this barbarian that had 6 wives. But now, can you imagine when he discovers polyamory? It's like, I was just in a polycule. I just didn't know the word. I didn't know I could do it.
He was born at the wrong time.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Stuff like that, which is just imposing like modern things onto that character, I think are fun.
And that's it. I think you write that up, and then what's useful, and we did have this with the Prize Whale Nights, is that it was still a compilation show, so you had acts.
Yeah.
So you have, and actually, it was weirdly common for us to have these nights, regular stand-up nights, that were emceed by double acts and characters, actually, because people could just workshop their characters.
Yeah.
Because it's not that hard to write a character to kind of MC.
Yeah.
In its own way, like it didn't seem quite as difficult, it would be easier to get that act together without writing really strict material like an MC would have. They were obviously more playful nights, so they weren't the perfect MCs, but it was quite a lot of fun to have people do.
Something that I thought would be fun, that I genuinely went into a fancy dress shop to see if I could find the right wig for it. And if I could, I would have done it that night. It's hard to do now because it's not as topical, but I think... But I was emceeing here on a Friday night, and it was when the Ibiza Final Boss did the rounds on socials. I thought that's a fun character to host with, because all you're immediately doing is visually presenting as someone very separate, where you're going to immediately be more cheeky, more come on, you know what I mean? And that's how you're doing crowd work, which then sets you up to be more of a prick with the crowd.
That's true.
More of a, all right, big boy, what you saying? Fucking shit arms on you. You're not fucking working out. All right, love, how's it going? Fucking yeah,
That's
you're well fit. Do you know what I mean?
But if people like the character, they are actually quite a lot more forgiving. Yeah. But the thing that trips characters up is if the person's not confident in doing it and not committed, and confidence often comes from having more prepared material. Cause
Absolutely.
you're more likely to do it.
I remember speaking to Jade Adams about character comedy when she was doing her first show here. And it was like, it's one of those things where you can't, if you're doing character comedy, you can't for a second break that character.
Yeah.
Because then you look like the biggest prick of all time.
Yeah.
You have to completely be that character.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if you still haven't got to the point where you can improvise in that, or you're in the right mindset, material is how you get through it.
And you can't, as soon as you break that fourth wall, the whole audience is looking through the fourth wall at your dumb face.
Yeah, you can't come back. You can't rebuild that wall once you broke it.
And you know what happened
What?
in Scouse Santa? Hey, there's the timer.
There's the timer. You know what happens with what?
You know what happened with the Scouse Santa?
What?
You commented on how bad it was going in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, immediately.
And that sleigh.
Now, you don't like this, do you?
That sleigh crashed straight
That's
into the Pacific.
it. Yeah, the sleigh crashed down. Yeah. Will Ferrell wasn't coming to help there.
Thank you for listening to this speed round episode of Backstage at the Gaffe pre-show. We're going to have a few more episodes like this, and maybe it'll be the way the format goes.
We'll just try and do some quick ones. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, guys.
Yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube. Follow the podcast.
And check out some shows.
Check out some shows and hug your nan.
Hug your nan. Give your nan a hug.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, fucking behave yourselves.
Bye.